So the purpose of this program is twofold. There's an educational component, but it also contributes to scientific knowledge of the Boston Harbor Islands because the information they collect goes to the Park Service, it goes to the MWRA, it goes into the database on invasive species here at MIT. The first week we focused on developing a concept and a context for our project. They really had to go through the planning process and think about what are you going to do once you get to your field site, what's the first step, what equipment do you need. The next week focused on data collection. So every day we went out to a field site on either Lovell's Island or Spectacle Island, and these are both Boston Harbor Islands. They would end up setting up their transects, their quadrats. They would collect information on species. Specifically, we were looking a lot on crabs. A lot of the crabs that we see out there are invasive species, so that kind of ties into the whole focus of the project.
We don't know what we're going to find, but that's like the best part.
They also collected data on water quality. They also collected data on beach profiles. So what that meant is over time, if you collect information on the slope of a beach, you can see how the beach changes and you can see how species change along with the beach profile information. There was one day where Pavlina called me over and she said, "What's this? I haven't seen this before." And it turned out to be this shrimp that we hadn't seen on any of our surveys, and we took a lot of photos and we brought them back to the lab. And as it turned out, it became pretty clear that this was a really important finding because it was the first sighting of a European rock shrimp, which is an introduced species, and it was the first sighting of that species in Boston Harbor. So we ended up going out yesterday, the last week of the program, to see if we could find it again. And I think a lot of our students were really pessimistic when I told them we were going to go out and search for that one lone shrimp. They said, okay, you know, we'll see. But we ended up finding not one, but many immediately. So it was a really triumphant day for them. How amazing is that high school students already have their name in some sort of significant scientific finding.
It's the first time they've been sighted in Boston Harbor, so it's kind of an exciting discovery.
I feel good because, we found something new that we haven't found before, but also bad because it's not supposed to be here.
After we get back from the field, there's a lot of data crunching to do, so these guys spent a lot of time last week in the lab putting their data into Microsoft Excel. They learned a little bit about statistical analysis, so we used SPSS, which is standard statistical software. So right now they've pulled that all together into a final paper. They're working on polishing that right now, and now they're looking to prepare a presentation for tomorrow that we're going to give to the Sea Grant office and other people that have helped us out along the way. And something that I've been trying to instill in these students throughout the program is that things don't always work, and sometimes you need to be flexible and you need to figure out a plan B, because that's what a lot of science is all about. And it's fine if you get an A in AP Biology, but that doesn't always translate to being a successful field scientist. So I'm hoping that they got a sense of what it means to actually do science rather than just sit in a classroom and learn about it.